Next on Project Pitch It, we feature the next generation of Wisconsin innovators. They are the Jerry JENDUSA Rising Stars. These middle and high school entrepreneurs will present their bold and creative concepts to the moguls. They will compete for cash and awards to help turn their ideas into thriving businesses. These are the moguls.
We really want you to take it to the next level.
What's your value proposition?
Oh, I like that.
You have an opportunity to scale in a couple different ways.
Jerry JENDUSA is the former CEO of MTech, now co-founder of Stuck, providing breakthrough strategies for businesses and author of Get Unstuck. Debbie Allen owned McDonald's franchises, then founded DNA Networks, an executive coaching firm. She currently sits on the board of the African American Chamber of Commerce. If you've heard one call, that's all. You know David Gruber, founder of Gruber Law Offices. Peggy Ann is a local leader dedicated to supporting her community and helping others achieve their dreams. She was also the owner of Empire Level Manufacturing.
Entrepreneurs that are really successful don't try and think out of the box. There is no box. We all win in a world with no boxes.
This is Project Pitch It.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Nabil Hamdan. I am 17 years old and I am currently the youngest member of the Latino Chamber of Commerce in Dane County. And I am also the first place winner of the CEOs of Tomorrow Incubator that was held in downtown Madison. And I am the proud founder and owner of my company, The World of Bamboo. So you see, I love to swim and I love the outdoors. So every year when I started to realize a lot more, pollution, and not just any pollution, plastic pollution at my local beaches and lakes, I was stuck between, some scientists will figure it out, or I could take a stand. And I chose to take a stand with my business, The World of Bamboo. Given the name, I use bamboo as a plastic alternative as a way to fight plastic pollution. And with one of my best products as of right now, which are my bamboo straws. They come in a packet of 6 and a free pipe cleaner and in a nice little cute traveling case. And unlike metal straws, which you have to get minerals from our earth, you have to have machinery to refine them, and you have to have machinery to press them together, simply not a renewable resource. And paper straws, don't even get me started on paper straws. They are terrible, they dissolve in your drink, they're all flimsy, they're just no good. So that's how I landed on bamboo straws. Bamboo, they take very little nutrients out of the ground when the trees grow, and when you heat dry them, they don't expand when you put them in water. And so what I ask from you, the moguls, is I need help marketing and finding new marketing channels I can implement my business into, and a lot of new connections to local businesses so they can start to use my straws and for their everyday use.
So do you currently have some customers?
Yeah, actually I have an email list that I have and it has over 400 people on it, which I send emails to from my website. Nice. And so those are my main buyers, and I also sell other things on my website, like bamboo utensils, bamboo bulk orders, and I'm also getting in chopsticks and soap dish holders and thermoses, all made out of bamboo.
How durable is bamboo?
For my testing, one straw will last me about a month and a half before it starts to get a little deteriorated, and that's why I sell a bundle of 6, because it'll last you 6 months. And yeah, they're dishwasher safe.
What's the cost?
The cost for one of these, it comes with 6 straws, a free pipe cleaner, and my business card, and the traveling case is $10. Here are my samples. Here you go.
Thanks.
Here you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
I have to try this out on my water.
And who manufactures?
I actually get all my raw material from Indonesia, and it gets shipped to my house, and I actually have a little drill bit that I use to drill out the hole and sand it all, and then I boil them. And they're already heat treated, so the water doesn't really absorb. So yeah, it gets boiled down, and they're 100% treated, and yeah.
So you're getting raw materials in from Indonesia and you're manufacturing them in Wisconsin in your house?
Yep. My parents don't really like it, but that's what I have.
Is there a little bit of scrap, a little bit of dust particles?
Yeah, a lot of dust actually. So I have a little mop and vacuum in my room that I use, so yeah.
All in your room?
Yeah, for the most part. And I actually have a very nice woman, her name's Gina, and she's actually giving me free office space, so that's where I'm gonna start switching more of my stuff to. But
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's very catchy, saving the planet one sip at a time.
Thank you.
Gets your attention, it's excellent.
Are you still in school?
Yeah, I'm 17 years old. I should be in high school, but there's a program called the STEM program, to where I'm gonna be in college until I graduate high school, basically. So I'll get my associate's degree in environmental science, and then I'll hopefully get my high school diploma at the same time.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
These would make great gifts too.
They really would. And you didn't want to talk about it earlier, but the plastics and the concern you have for plastic and what happens. Can you just talk about it a little bit?
For me, in my local beaches, I have a very famous beach. It's called B.B. Clark Beach on Lake Monona. And every year, it's just like, you'll see like a couple more straws laying there, a couple more cups laying there, a couple more just plastic and like tires and all that stuff. So I just thought like, why not? Why can't I just take a stand and act on it?
And if you have anything specifically you're looking for from us, what would that be?
I would honestly just need a lot more help with marketing and just making new connections to like local businesses. That's like my biggest thing right now, because at conventions, like when I'm doing my pitch and people are walking by and they hear me and they hear like what my product's about, they will buy it, but I just don't have enough money to like reach those people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep, I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love this. It's very sturdy too.
I love the fact that it's a niche product and it could be sold through specialty stores.
Yes.
It could be sold online. And you get this customer base going. And although it lasts for a while, you still have these customers that will buy more and more because it lasts for what, six months or something.
Yeah.
Interesting opportunity, because in the last few years, plastic has become taboo and people are not satisfied with the replacement of the paper straw. So there's an opportunity.
That's true. And I can see these as being one of Miss Debbie's favorite things.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, putting them in gift bags and, you know, for my girlfriends or whatever, but
Right.
this is like a really,
And
really nice gift.
you
and something
mentioned-
thoughtful, and it would, you know, be doing something to save the planet.
Right. You mentioned asking for a paper straw. Pretty soon they're not even going to have them for you to ask for. So you're going to have to carry your own.
Interesting product. He needs a little bit of help with marketing.
Yes.
And he probably could use a little bit of cash as well.
Absolutely.
Up next, this brother and sister team pitched their yummy confections. Later, these entrepreneurs have the solution for crashing drones. Making the world a better place is the theme of this year's season of Project Pitch It, and Peggy Ann is doing just that with the Peggy Ann Family Foundation's involvement with Make-A-Wish. Her involvement helps kids with critical illnesses have amazing experiences.
Building a better future and an awesome legacy. We are Num Yummies.
An onomatopoeia, the sound you make when eating one of our gourmet pretzels, chocolate-covered popcorn, or decadent truffle cakes. We are part of a billion-dollar confections industry.
Now, a $36.4 billion industry, to be exact. And while we're biting on the industry, why don't you bite on some of the truffle cakes and the treats that we have before you, such as our gourmet chocolate pretzels, some of the popcorn, and the aforementioned truffle cakes.
Now, who makes these yummies?
Oh boy.
So we have someone who we've hired to make sure that everything is made perfectly and to our Num Yummies quality standard.
And we ship anywhere in the United States. Num Yummies. Nice price, special treat. Worth a splurge. Not just a treat, an experience.
And that experience started off as something simple, you know, just something that people would have for party favors or hostess gifts. But then we turned it into a business. And we took that experience, made it the life of the party, and then a part of our lives.
So when did you start the business?
So the concept for the business originally started back in 2007, 2008. And then my mom decided to kick it off for us around 2012, 2011. And then I decided to hand off the business to her in 2017.
So what's the price of Num Yummies?
So the truffle cakes, we sell those by the dozen. Those would go for $30. The popcorn would be $3.75 for a bag, and then the pretzels would be $3 for each, and then $15 for the gift box, which includes 4.
How do you package these?
So with Num Yummies, we have them always packaged in a nice little bag, like made sure that it's like all like wrapped with a nice little bow and the Num Yummies label, seal of approval on front.
Now, where can we buy this?
So Num Yummies, we're online. You can find us on our website.
So what's your revenue? How much money are you making off of this now?
So going from event to event, we will make $500 to $1,000, and then that'll also include some of the future orders, the pre-orders that people will place, shipping that people will place, or other future events that we may go to.
And what are some of those events that you go to?
So we've been to Real Men Cook Chicago. We're originally a business coming out of the Illinois suburbs. Real Men Cook Chicago, the Chicago Film Festival. Was it the Gene Siskel Genesis?
Yes.
Alrighty. We have a coat drive that we also started, and we normally will serve the Num Yummies there as just a little bonus treat.
How old are you, Genesis?
I am 9.
Are you the brains of the operation?
Yes.
She's our fearless leader.
I just wanted
She's
to make
honest,
sure
too.
that
So you turn the business over, and this is your sister,
Yes, sir.
so now you can boss him around a little bit.
Yes, I'm just the assistant waiting to be ordered around.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'm trying not to eat more.
Fabulous.
Help yourselves.
We will.
We will.
Have a good day.
We're waiting for the cameras to go off.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
What a wonderful tasting product.
It is actually yummy.
It really is.
Yeah. And I'm a lover of the popcorn right now.
I like the popcorn really a lot.
This is
I-
like an excellent gift box idea, to send to someone.
And most of their business goes from event to event, it sounds like, but also some
Right.
business off of the website.
And they're involved in helping the community by their coat drive.
Which is really neat.
They've actually been around, what did they say, since about 2011?
2011?
11, yeah.
He's handing it to her, and she's 9.
It's tough, you know.
She's
you-
bossing him around.
CEO
Okay?
at 9
challenging.
years old.
You have to market in such a way that you, as good as it is, that you distinguish yourself from others, and that's got to be quite a challenge.
Yeah, because you get a
But
lot
they're
of
doing
competition.
Quite
it.
a challenge. A lot of competition.
In the gourmet food line, or.
Oh yeah.
So Paul, this is where it all began. Graduates 1985, Catholic Memorial High School, to not being stuck then, and now we're helping other people get unstuck.
Feels like yesterday.
It feels like yesterday for sure.
CMH.
Every small business needs help.
Yeah, and bringing your vision for each one of the people that we help helps them scale to the extent that they didn't feel like they were able to on their own.
So very grateful for that. For the success we had at MTech, $100 million operation, 7 different locations, to now helping these other small business owners as partners for the past 5-6 years.
Right.
Next, these Catholic Memorial High School students have invented a parachute system for drones. Debbie Allen is making the world a better place with her work for the DNA Conference Center at Abundant Faith Church. This space is all about education where entrepreneurs can come together to hold meetings and connect with the community.
The DNA Center is going to be a hub and an incubator where leaders come in and help the community develop the leaders within and create new business in the area.
Hi Moguls, I'm James Brzezinski.
I'm Aaron Armour.
And I'm Lauren Neitzke.
And we're from Catholic Memorial High School. How many of you have seen something like this flying in the air before?
Oh yes.
This is a drone and it poses a serious threat to any pedestrians walking underneath it. Imagine you're walking down the sidewalk and you see one of those falling from 400 feet right on top of you.
That is not a pretty sight. The drone market is skyrocketing. The FAA predicts that by 2023, the drone market will triple. That poses a serious threat, as hundreds of thousands of new drones are taking flight, hundreds more will be hitting the ground, and not lightly.
Our product is the Drone Chute, a safety system for commercial and industrial drones.
Are there a lot of companies in the drone business?
Big companies like Amazon, UPS, FedEx, they're all trying to deliver with drones, but the FAA is holding them back because they are not allowed to fly over people. But with our product, we comply with the FAA and allow our drones to be flown over the public.
So how did you 3 young gentlemen come up with the technology and the innovation?
Our company originated from a past experience of mine when my company, In-Flight Drone, was hired to film a bike race. As we were filming this bike race over a large crowd of people, our drone lost all GPS connection and fell straight down, almost hitting a biker, which could have caused serious damage.
Our drone parachute and airbag system is designed to make the drone fall as slow as possible and the airbag on the bottom to make it hit the ground softly and not to injure anybody below it.
So for attaching the parachute, we're going to attach the parachute, which is the box right there, to the bottom of the parachute, because when a drone flips, it flips upside down, and then we have an airbag system on the top of the drone to better protect the drone and the camera to save it.
I would assume that you'd be one of the early adopters with a product for this solution. Are you one of the first
Yes.
companies to introduce this type of product?
So there is currently a few other products in this area, but we are the first to put the parachute system on the bottom side of the drone. Most companies, there's only a few out there that put the parachute on the top of the drone, which poses a serious risk because A, it's not compatible, and B, if those lines get tangled in these blades, it could cut the strings and just fall straight down. But with us, we protect the most valuable part of the drone, which is this gimbal part right here, which costs well over $1,000 on this specific drone, and the body only costs $200. So with this gimbal being the most protected as it's facing up while going down, it'll save a lot of money if it were to crash. And also with the airbag located on the top, that's what differentiates us from the rest of the other products out there. Because A, it's what makes us compliable with the FAA. Because with that airbag system, it wraps around the propellers, which then makes all the exposing blades not exposed. So if it's falling, it will not slice someone as it's falling.
Do you own the technology on this?
Yes, we are currently in the process of filing a patent. So how this works is we have a geoscopic sensor. So once the sensor detects that a drone flipped over, because when a drone crashes in the air, loses connection, all the blades will turn off and it'll lose complete signal and it'll just turn off in the air. So when that happens, it is top heavy, which means the drone is gonna tip over. We're just gonna send off that geoscopic sensor. We're just gonna release these hatches, which is gonna fire a springboard with a parachute on it and inflate the airbag.
It's a really interesting concept, and thank you so much for showing it to us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you guys
Thank you.
very much.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
I think it's an excellent concept, especially because you have a lot of novice that really want to fly drones, and many times I think the issue of them dropping and falling is huge. And so just to be able to have that you can tag onto it to make it safer, I think is great.
Timeliness, I mean, I think it's overdue. I'm fascinated that the producers would put something out there that could potentially be that dangerous and not have anything to stop it or slow it down. I remember being at a parade on July 4th and seeing one flying ahead, and of course how my mind works, I'm like, that sucker comes flying down, somebody's gonna get hurt. So it seems to me just obvious. And it took 3 high school juniors from Wisconsin to say, hey,
figure it out.
David Gruber works to fill our community with hope, compassion, and tolerance. He's a strong supporter of the MAC Fund and its mission to find a cure for childhood cancer and blood-related disorders by providing funding for research. Coming up, the moguls break down the pitches.
These young individuals never cease to amaze me. Let's start with the world of bamboo. Deb, what are some of your thoughts?
I'm thinking about, first of all, we're trying to preserve our planet and not have a lot of plastic, biodegradable material. Restaurants, though, have a really huge need for figuring out what do you do with straws. And his concept of the bamboo straw is just really just spot on, especially for, to me, higher end restaurants.
Okay.
Who may want to have an alternative and not use paper straws because they break down so quickly. Really a noble idea, for protecting the planet.
Yeah. David, what are some of your thoughts?
To me, the opportunity seems to be timing. Plastic is very much taboo and is disappearing, very unpopular. The opportunity is now.
Getting the raw material in from Indonesia and manufacturing it in his garage right now. Let's talk a little bit about Numb Yummies. And Peg, maybe you could start us off talking about both Miles and Genesis and what they've accomplished so far.
I'm amazed. She's 9 years old, and she's second generation on this already. They're great. I wonder how quickly and that they can get the product out, and I think they need more marketing than just doing the website. They should be in stores.
Apparently everybody needs a 9-year-old CEO too.
For sure.
When you think about a brand is the promise of an experience. And so they talk about what the experience is when you eat their product. It's numb and it's yummy.
And then the last one, we had a young man who crashed his drone and came up with an opportunity with a parachute for a drone based on that crash.
Well, the only thing I'm sure of is you're going to see more and more and more of them in very different circumstances, and they're coming into play where there's going to be large groups of people, whether it be legal or not. So any sort of safety device to slow them down or to prevent a crash. You know, you honestly just don't want to be sitting at a high school football game when all of a sudden you take a drone in the face. It's just not a pretty picture, but it's a realistic picture. And these young men, they honestly seem to be ahead of some of the major industries in the United States.
Right. So they really brought some awareness about some of the rules that are out there.
No, and they're forward thinking so quick about, you know, having it on the bottom rather than the top. You would think that a few hundred or 1,000 engineers may have come up with it before our 3 high school juniors.
That's fantastic.
Right.
Coming up, the moguls give out cash prizes and mentorship awards to the young entrepreneurs.
Nothing happens unless first a dream. All of you are dreaming really, really big. From a biodegradable product to a parachute mechanism based on a drone that crashed to a family-run business. Peggy's going to start out giving us some words of wisdom.
You're all on an entrepreneurial journey, and on this journey, there is no such thing as a mistake. So it's all a learning experience, and keep teaching all of us. And then I'm going to go right into Num Yummies. You're going to receive $500. Congratulations.
Well, I have the privilege of giving $1,000 to a drone parachute. Now, you guys are ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, and just keep going. It only took you a month or two to apparently bypass most of American industry. So, you know, that's pretty impressive. And obviously you guys are just starting, but you know, this drone phenomenon is just at the very beginning. So congratulations. But this is just an acknowledgement of excellence. And please don't leave our state.
Thank you.
In the world of bamboo, your biodegradable products are doing something to save our planet. It came out of your need to want to have safer waters to swim in and be outside and play in. And I tell you what, I'm quite sure your mom wants us to give you more money so you have more products in your room. But I have the luxury of awarding you today $1,500 to continue your journey. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Cash is really, really important, but it's really not the only thing. The moguls have gotten together along with Cardinal Stritch, and we'd also like to help you assess the businesses as currently where you're at, and perhaps give you a little bit of guidance and some tips to help get you to the next level. So congratulations to all. Come on up and grab your trophies.
If you want to support these entrepreneurs, visit our website to learn more about their products and companies. If you have an idea for the next great Wisconsin business, we want to hear from you. Visit projectpitchit.com.